Hi, I'm Liz. I go by Stitch by Liz with an underscore over on Instagram, and welcome to Flossoween week 2. Today is Sunday the 9th of October 2022, so it's actually the end of week 2. When we were editing my clips from the week, they came up really weird, so we're changing it up a little bit. So I'm essentially going to do a regular floss tube, but you will see my wheel spun and little clips entwined throughout this video, because I will be going through the week and what I've done. There is a couple of things I want to talk about first. If you're new, welcome. We've had a few an increase in subscribers, and I've had an increase of followers over on Instagram as well, so thank you so much. If you're returning and you've stuck around through the Hot Mess Express videos that are me, welcome back. I appreciate you coming back again. It is spring in Australia, so you know, as spooky as we can get is a couple of pumpkins behind me and, you know, on my shelf. But it's actually really cold this morning. I'm in my Disneyland Spirit jersey, which I actually bought in October 2019. So, you know, we're sort of on trend. I could be wearing my candy corn ears, or I've got these light up Haunted Mansion floral ears that I got from a custom ear maker. But, you know, this video is already going to be messy, so, you know, anyway, I'll jump right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is an announcement that was made during the week, and trust me, I have been keeping this a secret for so long, but I have been picked to be a 2023 rep for the Black Needle Society. And when I found out, I was actually in the office at work. I was in the office by myself because, like, I start before everyone else, so I unlock the office. And the message came through, and I'm sitting there like tearing up. Like, didn't like full on cry because someone had literally just walked in. But it was so exciting. So I'm really happy to be a rep for the Black Needle Society for 2023. I'm so excited. Yeah, I don't know, it's gonna be amazing. I love everything Black Needle, so you know, it's gonna be amazing. How many times can I say the word amazing? So yes, that's my big announcement. It's been really hard to keep secret, but it's going to be amazing. I actually have a chat with the other reps later this morning. It's currently 8:21. The chat starts at 11 my time, so I'm really excited, but I do need to get this filmed and ready for us to edit while I'm chatting. Now, I was speaking to Jo at Belushi Stitches during the week. We were chatting via DMs, and she's been doing a drift, which is a Haid chart. And I've been following along because, like, she's smashing through this. I think she said she's at 85%. She wants to get, I think it'll be finished by November. But I was talking to her about my Haid, which is the Evolutions, and how I haven't picked it up in months because I absolutely loathe the fabric. People have told me to stick with it and, you know, just power through, but I'm at the point where I literally look at it and I just don't want to stitch on it. So I am going to stop stitching on it, and I'm going to eventually restart it. I think I'm going to do it for my birthday on a 25 count even weave, and I'm going to do it 2/110. So we'll see what happens, but you know, that's one less thing I have to worry about for the moment. So I'm going to jump into Flossoween. So day 3. Let me get my calendar, because knowing me, I'm gonna forget dates and everything. So day 3 of Flossoween was Monday the 3rd of October. And I spun my Tiny Decisions wheel, which is what I've been doing to pick my either whip or new start for the 2 days that I work on it as part of the 13 Stitches of Halloween that Athena at Stitching Goddess Designs, Athena X Stitches on Instagram, is hosting. And it's essentially make of it what you can. So as you can see while I've been chatting, is the wheel spun up Disney Goth by the Witchy Stitcher. And what I'll get Ross to do is insert a clip of me showing the fabric, because I did film a clip showing the fabric, which for a new start is sort of pointless because it's literally just a piece of 18 count black. But I wanted to film little clips here and there, and then especially with a whip, showing it from the beginning, from where it started versus where it ended up for during the week. But it's a new start. It's a piece of 18 count black Ada. So this is in one of the new bags I made. What I've actually done is put my threads on the Night Bus thread keep floss holder that came in the Frogwarts Year 3 box, and it's by Nerdy Needle Design Co. I actually have already finished one color on this, so this got 2 days worth of work, and this is where I'm up to. I need something to put behind it. Let's just use the gridded Ada. So yeah, this is where I got up to. So I finished the green, which is 706, I think. Don't hold me to it, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm filling in the purple, the lighter purple, which is 553, I think. And then I did a bit of 550 at the bottom, because that I started from the center start and I worked my way up so I could work from the top down, because I love me a top down start. So while this says Disney Goth, I'm not going to be stitching Goth, I'm just going to be stitching Disney. I did have the thought that I would potentially chart villains in that font, but I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to leave it as Disney. So we'll see what I decide. All right, so that was the 3rd and the 4th of October, so day 3 and day 4. Day 5 day 5 was Wednesday the 5th of October 2022. And I'll pop in the wheel of what's spun up, and my wheel's doing a funny thing where it's picked a whip and a new start, and then day 5 was a whip again. So as you can see, it spun up the Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery, which is a whip. This was actually my New Year New Start, and we'll put in a clip of what it looked like when I started it. And this did get 2 days. It didn't get a whole lot of stitching on those 2 days because Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm in the office, so it does get a little bit crazy, and I do, you know, my stitching tends to be less on those days. So the difference you'll be able to see when I show this in a second is I've added fabric to the edges of this because it was too close to the borders and it just wasn't comfortable to work in the Q-snap. So I have added some green fabric, but I worked on this for the 5th and the 6th of October, so days 5 and 6, and this is where I got up to. So what I worked on was the black, and then the 500, and then I put in the little green blob. But I've been outlining the trees and working my way down. My needle minder is from the Black Needle Society. It is the Frogwarts Year 3 needle minder. It's got my name in it, which is super cute. I literally cried when I opened this in the box, which go watch my Frogwarts Year 3 unboxing. You can see me tearing up. But yeah, this is where I got up to on this, and outlining the trees, so much easier. So I will be doing that going forward. It worked up really quickly. I actually have 2 needles on the go with 2 different colors because It's just easy. So yeah, that was day 5 and day 6. So day 7, which was Friday the 7th of October 2022, I was like, we can't get a new start. Like, it's going to be really weird if we get a whip, a new start, a whip, and a new start. Like, it would just be really odd if my wheel works that way. Lo and behold, a new start was picked. So as you can see, it picked Hocus Pocus, and this is one of the little stamps by Lunar Fox Stitch. Ross will chuck in a photo of what it looks like, so you can see what it looks like when it's done. This was stitched on a 16 count white, and I don't even think it's worth putting in the clip of what my fabric looked like before, because it was literally a piece of white, and this is finished. This took me 1 day. It's 1,393 stitches, and they're just the full crosses, not including the back stitching. But yeah, I got a finish on this. It's so cute. I still need to wash it because I grid everything. So yeah, I love the way this turned out, like the difference in the 2-stranded back stitching and 1-stranded back stitching for dimension and depth. I absolutely love it. So this was a start and finish for me, or a SAF. So yeah, I love it. I do have a few more of these stamps from Lunar Fox Stitch to do. One of them is on the wheel for a new start for 13 Stitches of Halloween. It hasn't been picked yet, so we'll see when that gets picked. I haven't spun my wheel for today, so we'll see what happens. But because I literally finished that on Friday, instead of spinning something for Saturday, so yesterday, the 8th of October, I decided I'd pull out one of my Whip Go goals, because with 13 stitches and doing them over 2 days and everything else, both of my Whip Go calls are for 5 days on each project, and both of them are full coverage. So yesterday I picked up Max, and I actually worked on him a little bit Friday night and for quite a few hours yesterday. I think it was like 6 hours yesterday, and the stitching was not great because this is just constant confetti. So Ross would have put in a photo for you to see what it looks like. I'm just moving my needle so you all don't have it on the front. And this is where I got up to. So I got in, I think, 740 stitches. Now, over 6 hours, that's not a lot for me. It's just like constant color changing. It's confetti. It's so worth it because of how amazing it looks. Like, if I hold it back here, it looks like a photo. It looks like a photo of the cat. But like, you can see how many color changes there are in this. Like, even in his eye alone, there's like, I think 8 different greens. There's blue, there's purple. So yeah, I calculated that if I do like 100 stitches on this a day, I'll actually get it finished by her birthday. But 100 stitches a day could literally mean on some days my entire stitching time, which sometimes is too much. So anyway, that's what I got done. And then I did switch projects midway through the day because there's only so much confetti you can work on. And what I did was pick up the Haunted Library Stitch Along by Lola Crow Cross Stitch. I'm not going to put in a photo because it is a mystery, but I'm still working on the prologue. And this is where I'm up to. So I've been filling in the stairs. And then what I discovered yesterday was this chart has back stitching on it that I like completely was not aware of, or I just like I didn't see it. I didn't see it on the chart, and I noticed it yesterday, so I have so much back stitching to catch up on. But yeah, so I've been working on these stairs. I've actually put in a whole stair this morning, and I've started working on the black to fill in the black. The most recent release is actually the release at the bottom of the stairs, but I'm not going to do him as yet. I want to finish the prologue and the stairs first. Then I'll fill him in, do the back stitching, and then do the 2 other releases that I haven't yet done. So we'll see. I'm not caught up. I'm literally, the only stitch along I'm caught up on is the Under the Sea stitch along by the Frosted Pumpkins. I'm behind on the Supernatural stitch along. I'm behind on this one. What other stitch alongs am I doing? I'm behind on the Dark Queen of the Earth because I still don't have my fabric. It is in the country. It's just literally, it landed in the country on the 22nd of September. Australia Post held it hostage. And then it's literally just been sent to customs on the 4th. And it's still sitting in customs. So I'm just dying because I want my fabric. I want Chloe to get her fabric so we can start it and, you know, see if we can eventually catch up, because I don't think I'm ever going to catch up on that one. Those releases are pretty big. So yeah, I'm behind on everything except for my 13 stitches of Halloween stitching. So I'm going to leave it there so I can jump off, spin my wheel for today, start stitching whatever gets picked for today, and then join the chat at 11. So yeah, that's all I've got. Thanks for watching week 2 of Flossoween. I appreciate it. Do all the YouTubey things, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're working on. If you're doing 13 stitches, let me know. And let me know what version of, if you are doing 13 stitches, let me know what version of it you're doing. So there's a couple of people that are watching like 13 movies and stitching on the same project, so everyone's a little bit different. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.